Hey guys, welcome to this awesome video. In this video, we will be reacting to outrageous fast food items. And thank you guys so very much for the support lately. And because we also hit 1,000 subscribers the other week, so very appreciated for that. And let's get into this video of outrageous fast food items.
This Halloween, sink your teeth into the crunch of the new Fredos chili pizza.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 outrageous fast food items.
And Cheetos, oh my God, and Cheetos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most ridiculous offerings at major restaurant chains. While some of these meals may have their fans, all of these items definitely push boundaries. Which of these food items would you turn down? Let us know in the comments below.
No, that's safe.
Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m.
John was encouraged to try the new Double Down from KFC.
Since this controversial menu item was initially announced around April Fool's Day, people thought the sandwich was a joke. After all, who would buy a sandwich where chicken served as buns to enclose bacon, sauces, and cheese? But KFC shocked the world by going through with this product. Admittedly, the Double Down did have its fans and sold over 10 million sandwiches. However, those sales weren't enough to convince KFC to keep it as a permanent menu item. The sandwich would go on to inspire wilder variations, such as a double dog sandwich that literally doubled down on the meat. Not to be outdone, the Zingy original has made several returns, including a surprising comeback in March 2023.
I know what you're asking yourself. How can it be so full of flavor?
The KFC Double Down has arrived. The flavor that changes it all.
Number 19, bacon-wrapped deep dish pizza, Little Caesars.
I'm just a small-town pizza lawyer, but it's still a pizza, even if it's wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon.
On its own, a deep dish pizza makes for a tasty and fulfilling meal. But for those among us who are still hungry, Little Caesars decided to add a new layer of meat. Their take on deep dish has employees wrap the crust in over 3 feet of bacon. And since there's clearly not enough meat here, the main pizza is covered with pepperoni and more crumbles. This limited menu item did manage to entice fans to come and carry it out. However, a portion of customers did admit that the pie gets overwhelming after a few initial bites. We think that's fair to say when the amount of bacon used to make it can only be measured in feet.
And we gift wrapped it with over 3.5 feet of bacon. You've been working so hard. We love you.
Number 18, Buffalo Latte, Tim Hortons. While there are many kinds of lattes out in the world, a famous Canadian chain decided to break new ground with a revolutionary new idea. Tim Hortons took a standard blend of milk, mocha, and espresso and decided to add some buffalo seasoning to the top.
A whole lot of weird before coffee.
This drink was meant to be an homage to the New York City town where the famous spicy sauce was created, but it seems like Tim Hortons would have been better off with a different tribute. For those who have tried it, the latte and buffalo elements were apparently okay on their own, but very lackluster together. It was probably for the best that this novelty tribute didn't get further than Buffalo, New York.
Whatever you order here, the whole team enjoys serving it up. Whatever you order here, the whole team enjoys serving it up to customers who can't get enough.
Number 17, Baconator Triple, Wendy's.
Obsessing over celebrity. That's wrong. Unless that celebrity is bacon.
After their new Baconator sandwich impressed the hungry masses, the fast food chain decided to see how far they could push their item. While this led to innovations like a breakfast variant of the meal, we also got a ridiculously stacked version. The Triple Baconator proudly packed 3 beef patties, 3 pieces of bacon, multiple slices of cheese, and the usual burger toppings. The total calorie count of all these food items put together was an eye-watering 1,360 calories, without sides. So while people could get nearly all your recommended caloric intake for one sandwich, most chose to stick to the regular Baconator.
Bacon!
Yeah.
Number 16, Oreo Dessert Pizza,
Oh.
Domino's.
Hey, you got some stuff.
That
It's not
looks
stuff,
good.
It's an Oreo dessert
That
pizza mustache.
Oreos have
Exactly.
consistently been one of the best-selling cookies around the world. Fortunately, their reputation didn't take too big of a hit when this dessert disaster dropped. Domino's stores tried to push a pizza with a thin vanilla crust that was topped with cookie crumbles and vanilla icing. Unfortunately for the chain, the reviews were less than sweet. The crust was torn apart for being flavorless and bland. As for the toppings, 10 inches of icing and cookies seemed to be too overwhelming for most people. This ambitious and flawed treat saw all of its future prospects crumble in the court of public opinion.
The first thing that I remember sitting in front of and not fully being able to comprehend what I was looking at was the Oreo pizza.
Number 15, PopTart Ice Cream Sandwich, Carl's Jr.
Oh, it's real.
What?
The hand-scooped strawberry Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich.
You might want to call your dentist in advance before trying this very sweet treat. The sandwich was created by getting some vanilla ice cream and sticking it between 2 strawberry Pop-Tarts. Although it was only available in limited quantities at first, there was a big enough demand to get it to over 1,000 stores. However, that push couldn't get it to become a menu staple. Maybe the sugary sandwich was just too much for consumers to indulge in more than once. Additionally, people may have realized that they could easily recreate this dessert with items in their pantries. Whatever the case may be, this over-the-top treat largely melted from public consciousness after its debut.
So I put butter on a Pop-Tart. It was so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.
Number 14, Cheetza, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
KFC pizza. The crunch begins.
The Colonel tried to shake up yet another traditional food recipe by putting a new spin on pizza. Their revolutionary creation dared to put toppings you would traditionally find on a Hawaiian slice on top of a cut of chicken. For some consumers, the idea of basing this concept on one of the most controversial pizza orders was already too much, but even those who don't mind Hawaiian pies had an issue with this. Not only did it fail to look as appetizing as the ads, but the sauce was reportedly too sweet, and the ham topping didn't make an impression. Despite all odds, this product got a second chance in 2023, but we doubt it'll be replacing normal pizza orders anytime soon.
You gotta try this. It's called Beyond KFC.
Number 13, Pumpkin Spice French Fries, McDonald's.
Look at this little packet and how cute it is. It's got a little pumpkin down there in the McDonald's thing. And then both of these sides, one's chocolate and one's the pumpkin flavoring icing, I guess.
Just in time for Halloween, McDonald's restaurants in Japan scared consumers worldwide with the announcement that they were introducing pumpkin spice fries. Customers would be tasked with coating their side dishes with a black and orange sauce packet. People who were brave enough to try it complimented the chocolate coating that came with their meal. However, many reported that the pumpkin flavor never came through. When the main gimmick of a special menu item is lacking, you get the feeling that something went terribly wrong. The limited offering ended up being a very spooky example of a misguided attempt to cash in on pumpkin spice.
You know what's crazy about this time of year? Everything is pumpkin spice.
We all follow your Twitter feed, Joe.
Nope.
Google's Holiday 100 is here.
Bacon Sundae, Burger King.
When you mix ice cream with bacon, you get buzz.
Back when bacon had a stranglehold on the internet, several fast food chains decided to capitalize on the trend. One of the most eyebrow-raising offerings was the meat-themed sundae at Burger King. The straightforward dessert allowed you to savor the taste of bacon alongside the sweetness of ice cream at the same time. Packing around a quarter of the recommended calories for the day, this menu item split customers down the middle.
I'm concerned with the salt intake and the calories. Yeah, it's a little too much. Like with the bacon it adds on, it's just too much.
For some, this combination seemed to work well together, but a number of other consumers thought the textures of bacon and ice cream clashed too much to be successful. While the bacon sundae is no longer available, adventurous eaters should find it easy to recreate this unique recipe.
I taste the caramel, I taste the bacon, I taste the chocolate. It's very decadent.
Number 11, Crown Crust Burger Pizza, Pizza Hut.
Can I have a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger? Sure.
Are you having trouble deciding whether you want a burger or pizza for dinner? Well, then you probably wish you could call Pizza Hut for this head-turning combination. Weighing in at nearly 3,000 calories, this cheesy pie's crust was full of mini burgers. Another variant was available that swapped out the meat patties for chicken fillets. According to multiple reviews, the tiny burgers didn't actually taste all that good. That made it hard for brave tasters to stomach the idea of having more than one slice. While food chains have gotten away with cheeseburger toppings on a pie, this Pizza Hut experiment suggests that the crust is better left untouched.
The new Cheeseburger Crown Crust Pizza. Relish a first-of-its-kind deliciousness. Only at Pizza Hut.
Number 10, Arbys Meat Mountain. Arbys.
If you like meats and have a
Okay, I know I work here, but we do still have it. If you order it and ask for the Meat Mountain, we will still give it to you. I mean, it's like at my location is at like $13 or something like that. We don't sell a whole lot of it, but it does.
huge appetite, then Arby's Meat Mountain is for you.
Although we knew this restaurant was famous for having the meats, we didn't expect them to pile almost all of them onto a single sandwich.
Yeah.
The original version of this gargantuan menu item is full of 7 different meats and 2.
We don't have some of the meats anymore, like ham, And I believe there's another kind that we don't have anymore too. I can't remember what's on it, but yeah.
Cheeses. Within one bite, you could taste chicken tenders, Angus steak, brisket, and more. This absolutely intimidating sandwich is proof that you can have too much of a good thing. Conquering it will require that a person either has no plans for the rest of the day, or they're a professional.
Some people who worked at our Arbys, one of our person worked there for almost a year now, I believe, and he just made his first one ever not that long ago. So we don't sell a whole lot. Like, I think he only sold one. Or made one.
Competitive eater. Either way, Arbys moved the meat mountain to their secret menu so that only those who have heard its legend can try it.
And I understand for March, you guys are doing the fish, too?
The meat mountain Denali. It's the secret sandwich, yeah. And they put a fish on the bottom of it if you request that.
Number 9. Fredos Chili Pizza, Papa John's. To recreate the feeling of having a heaping pile of chili in pizza form, this restaurant chain got beef, sauces, tomatoes, and onions.
Hey, yeah, what if we put Fredos on a pizza and brought back the old Frito pie?
And for some added razzle-dazzle, Fredos were piled high on top after it was cooked. This bold combination attracted few fans and a lot of detractors who thought the sauce lacked kick. However, all would universally agree that the pizza had a major design flaw. If the Fredos that topped this pie didn't get soggy on the way to the customer, they would definitely get gross overnight. This meant customers had no choice but to consume the whole thing in one sitting or remove the Fredos. The most surprising part of this chili pie is that its obvious flaw was overlooked.
Probably makes chili mac and Frito pie for dinner.
Number 8. Exploding cheesy chicken sandwich, Jack in the Box. We'll give this sandwich credit for at least living up to its premise. This Jack in the Box item required chicken, mozzarella sticks, and lettuce to be placed between the buns. Once that was done, the entire product was smothered with an explosion of a cheesy sauce. The overwhelming amount of the topping severely reduced the crisp of the other sandwich components. Unless you were a huge fan of the sauce, this experimental item didn't provide much in the way of taste. And with one sandwich pushing 1,600 calories, it wasn't exactly the healthiest option on the menu. The cheesy explosion only lasted for 1 year before it was completely put out.
That's the sandwich?
Yeah. You got a sandwich!
That's a disgusting sandwich.
Stupid ad.
Pickle juice slush, Sonic.
Sonic has debuted its new snow cone slushies.
That includes the much talked about pickle juice slush. Get with it.
There's nothing quite like a refreshing slushie on a hot day. But if you're tired of traditional fruity flavors, get into Time Machine, go back to either 2018 or 2022, and get a pickle slush. As the name suggests, this icy drink is infused with sweet and salty flavors. The result is a drink that has been reported as a bit sweet and every bit as tart as the average pickle. As strange as it sounds, the masses flock to devour the slushie during its limited opening windows. The news of its popularity probably won't sway those who aren't big pickle fans.
Oh, God. I don't know why anyone would invent something like this.
For those who dreamed of having this fruit in an icy form, this bright green drink should fulfill their needs. Number 6. Firecracker Burrito, Taco Bell. When this famous food chain wanted to spice up its ordinary burrito offerings, they decided to incorporate Pop Rocks.
Just like you brought back Pop Rocks.
Teddy boy!
Dubbed cayenne-popping crystals by the food chain, these sweet and hot garnishes were meant to be poured onto a burrito. Consumers could simultaneously feel the novel crackle of a cayenne in their mouth while consuming a familiar Taco Bell meal. If you could look past the bizarre setup to create this meal, there was still an issue. Apparently, adding too many cayenne-popping crystals made the entire burrito taste too sweet to enjoy.
It is lit up right now. Wow, you definitely got to be careful with the amount of Pop Rocks that you layer this with if you guys try this one, because it's a little too sweet with too much on there, as expected.
But it seemed like customers didn't want to add any in the end. The Pop Rocks have been kept away from their burritos in the years since the item was announced. Number 5. Doritos Crunchy Crust Pizza, Pizza Hut.
This chip will change everything. We've embedded it into the outer casing.
If you're lactose intolerant, you might want to skip ahead past this extremely cheesy offering. Pizza Hut's Dorito-themed pizza featured a crust that was stuffed with mozzarella cheese and covered in pieces of the nacho cheese snack. And don't worry, you were free to have whatever toppings you wanted. But the freedom to adorn the pie with whatever you desire didn't change the fact that the people were mixed about the Doritos themselves. The fact that the chips were baked with the the pie meant that customers could get a few burnt morsels on the crust. Additionally, the nacho taste didn't always blend with the pie's other cheeses. Overall, it seemed like customers preferred that the Doritos stay in a bag away from their pizza.
Get crunchyfied with Pizza Hut, please. You stuffed crust with the mozzarella cheese.
Number 4, Hoola Burger, McDonald's. Sometimes less isn't more. It's just less. That's the main lesson McDonald's learned after it launched its doomed Hoola Burger. Created to offer a vegetarian alternative to customers, the sandwich consisted of pineapple and American cheese.
Aloha! Don't you dare.
That's it. There's no fish, lettuce, or any other filling. All customers got was a cheesy bite of a tropical fruit. It's unbelievable that McDonald's founder Ray Kroc actually thought people would go for such a lazy effort meal. Although the Hoola Burger failed to win anyone over, it successfully helped the filet-o-fish look more like a desirable catch. When the sandwiches were pitted against each other, a sad showing for the pineapple cuisine encouraged McDonald's to back its seafood offering instead.
Give me that filet-o-fish. Give me that fish.
Number 3, Mac and Cheetos, Burger King.
What?
In 2016, Chester Cheetah himself was brought into a fast food kingdom to promote a truly jaw-dropping hybrid food. The Mac and Cheetos item took a cheesy helping of macaroni and stuffed it inside a crunchy mozzarella stick exterior. For the final step, the entire thing was layered in Cheeto dust and came in creamy cheddar and flamin' hot varieties. Against all odds, people were actually able to withstand the cheesy onslaught of these snacks. They even enjoyed a brief comeback after the initial rollout. Despite their short-lived success among certain audiences, a large amount of customers just couldn't stomach this wild concept. Number 2, TRex Burger, Wendy's.
Hey guys, I'm Paxton Elrod.
I'm Alabama Boss.
And today we're at Wendy's about to try the prehistoric TRex Burger.
This hulking menu item might be more intimidating than the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. The TRex Burger consists of 9 beef patties, 9 slices of cheese, and an utter disregard for your arteries. It was originally available at a single Wendy's location in Canada. However, it was officially removed once corporate officials got wind of the sandwich. Maybe that's because it had an astounding 3,000 calories, or it could be because no human alive could bite into the entirety of the TRex Burger's massive size without unhinging their jaw. Fittingly, the only reason this exists is because of a fake joke advertisement printed in a magazine. We firmly believe that this sandwich should have remained as a work of fiction.
You don't even have a burger left.
I lost control of it a long time ago.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Donut Sandwich. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So, let's get into it. Wow. So that's a big donut.
Decades after chicken and waffles became a popular menu item, KFC got sweet and savory with its own sandwich. Chefs took a piece of their classic chicken and stuck it between 2 fully glazed donuts. This allowed customers to experience the savory entree with all the icing they'd expect from the sugary treats. If that wasn't enough, another variation of this item was released in Australia and dubbed the Donut Zinger Burger. This overindulgent sandwich feels like a cross-section of the worst fast food impulses. It's a combination of multiple junk foods, vigorously unhealthy, and brings 2 different taste sensations together. Whether it's consumed for breakfast, dinner, or late at night, this donut sandwich will always be outrageous.
Burger with a donut for a bun. Truly, there is no good here.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out
Crazy. That's it. Well, just if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to share. And I guess that will be all for the video. And I guess I'll see you guys on next time. Goodbye.